guys. Maybe I'll put you up here. No, 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 no. That's not good either. Maybe I won't put you up there. I hate being on the computer because you can't adjust it the same way that you can with the phone. I was just testing this out and I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's try this a different way. Try it a different way. We have light over here. Maybe I can set it over here. Let me just move you right here. Oh my gosh. I don't know about that. Oh, that's the sun from outside. Maybe I should shut the curtains. Or maybe I can just scoot over away from the sun. Okay. Yes, no, maybe, no. No. It's horrible. I don't know how to adjust this. How do I adjust this? What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to get this figured out. I really don't like using the computer. I'd rather use the phone. I wish they would just let me use my phone. Why can't I use my phone? All right, so let's see. Nope, too much light over there. Too much darkness over here. I don't know what to do here. Let's see, maybe I can put you on my lap. And you're going to be all the way down there. Y'all, I'm having lighting problems over here. Oh, brother. Okay. I told y'all about INFJs the other day. And there's a lot of people that don't know what INFJs are. And I told you that I get these little Quora messages on my email. And they have all kinds of information on there by INFJs. So if you want to know what you are, you can Google the Myers-Briggs, Myers-Briggs, the Myers-Briggs personality test, and you can find out what you are. Chances will be very slim that you'll be an INFJ. But I did get a message today, and I thought, you know what? I am going to share this with the people so that y'all get an example. Because remember, I told you, like, I'm not good at talking. It's not like my first language, and other people say stuff way better than I do. So I was just going to read this for y'all, give you an example of what an INFJ is. So there's a guy on here that asked if INFJs are the rarest MBTI type. Why do I always see many people online calling themselves an INFJ? And because it's rare, I'm assuming that people for some reason want to take these letters, but it's not anything that's braggable or anything to be an INFJ. It is like this lady says. So I'm going to explain this to you, or I'm going to read this to you the way that she explains it. It says, I don't know if you're an INFJ, but in my opinion, there's an easy way to spot the fakes. I found this on YouTube from a guy named Marty Glenn. Whether or not you're an INFJ, you should check him out. But he will be especially interesting if you are. So I'm going to go check that guy out. Quick disclaimer before I get into this, I am in no way saying that every INFJ hates their life or that we are all depressed. However, I do think the following is true amongst most real INFJs. INFJs had the chance, if INFJs had the chance, they would change their type. This doesn't mean we can't be proud or accepting of our type, but I think most of us would agree if we could start over as something else, we would. I'm no MBTI expert, but I think that being an INFJ means you are destined to experience quite a lot of loneliness, as well as feeling like an alien. I can say that for me, if there was any possible way to get rid of that seemingly endless feeling, no matter the consequences, I would take it. Everyone experiences loneliness, but I don't think anyone experiences it like us. Places like Quora and Reddit saved me. I spend a lot of time just reading answers on here, laughing, crying, etc., because I understand and I feel the same way as this lady. And it's such an amazing feeling to know that after all these years, I'm not the only one. And that has made me more accepting and even proud to be who I am. With that being said, I would never brag about my personality and I would never wish it on someone else. As cynical as this is, no matter how accepting of it I am, I've always believed that being an INFJ is a curse. We were dealt the worst hand and we can't fold. So while this doesn't exactly answer your question, I think it may help. Most INFJs I've met or seen online have no desire to be an INFJ. We are probably the most active in this community because we are the most rare. And it's unlikely we meet very many of each other in real life. So we come to places like this where we can finally feel understood and accepted. Visitors are always welcome to come listen and ask questions, but beware. This is one of the few instances we will talk your ear off. As you can see by this obnoxiously long answer that isn't even technically an answer. Very long, short story. Most INFJs don't want to be an INFJ, in my opinion. So if you see someone who does, they're probably not the real thing. That's just one of the, I get a lot of messages like that, and I do spend a lot of time on Quora reading about that because, like I've said before, being an INFJ is so rare. I hardly meet anybody else that's like me. And before I found out, which was about 3 years ago, I didn't even know that there were different types. All I knew is that seems like no matter what room I'm in, I feel differently than everybody else. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you're not an INFJ, then you wouldn't understand. But it's like being the black sheep in the room all the time, everywhere you go. It's hard to explain. But we're very emotional and operate on feelings and all that fun stuff. And I don't know where I'm going with this other than I just wanted y'all to get a little tiny piece of information that I felt like was valid and said appropriately, because I never know how to explain it myself. And it's not like you have any control, like you're born like that. You know what I mean? I can't just be I think I'm going to be not an INFJ today, or I think I'm going to be different today. I'm, not stuck the way I am, but inside, the way you think eternally, the way you process things, the way you take in information is all just a little bit different than everybody else. And I don't know. Yeah, obviously, because it's an I. Because you're either an E something or an I something. I was going to say, I don't know if all INFJs are introverts, but they are because the first word is introvert. So I was thinking the other day, it would be so much easier to be an extrovert. Life in general would be so much easier if you're an extrovert. I believe that they even make more money in a lifetime. Sorry, there's some hair itching the edge of my nose. I don't know which one of these it is, but one of them. I also read the other day that if you're considered to be good looking, that you make $250,000 more in a lifetime than someone considered unattractive or something, which is crazy in 2021 that we used to put so much value on looks. But I guess we do. It's about that time of day. Usually I'm still working, but I got really tired reading my psychology today, y'all. It's so hard to stay awake during psychology because it's just so, so pulling on your brain. Every other word is so large, and it's hard to get through a paragraph, much less, several pages without like, I had my little bag of snacks. I'm like, well, this will keep me awake, because last night we did that food challenge and all of this candy is left over sitting around the house. So I'm like, you know what? I bet if I go in there and get some of that candy, that'll keep me awake. That wasn't doing it either. So I'm like, let me try. I'll get up and walk outside. That'll keep me awake. And it's cold outside. So when I came back in, it was warmer. I was like, oh, this is cozy. So that didn't keep me awake. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just distract myself for a couple minutes. I'll watch some TV and then I'll get, more awake and then I'll get back on there. It didn't happen. And then now it's like, okay, the roommate's about to be home and this is where we figure out what we're going to do for dinner and all that fun stuff so that I could do my Facebook Live. So I'm like, let me just get on with my YouTube people real quick. Just going to get on with my YouTube people real quick and say hi to y'all. I don't get to see you that often. And tell you that last night on my Facebook page, we did several food challenges. We did Skittle challenge. We did a donut challenge. We did 2 separate marshmallow challenges. We did, what else did we do? Well, there were a bunch of food challenges. And if y'all want a good laugh, trying to see me eat a donut off a string blindfolded with no hands is just, you think it would be easier, but it's not. But somehow my roommate managed to eat his entire donut off the string. Y'all, if y'all want to see that, that's The Secret Creations on Facebook. Please go over there and like and follow and share it with anybody that would like to have a good laugh. We did the whole thing in onesies. Yeah. Definitely want to catch that. So I'm just going to say hi and then I'm going to say bye. And it's pretty cold outside today. Like it's not even 50 degrees. So I kind of want to have a fire. So I might do my live by the fire tonight, but I'm not sure yet. So if you're catching this, hi. I just came to say hi. And I will see y'all later. I didn't have anything planned to say except that I just wanted to read you that little INFJ article because I thought it was beneficial and it might help you a little bit if you've never known anything about an INFJ. So that's it. Y'all be kind out there, and I'll see you next time.